Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Hey, I'm gonna give you a number that I know, in fact, I promise you, is just gonna blow you away. I promise you. Do you know what the 30-year fixed rate loan mortgage averages the past 50 years? Okay, I'll help you out. It's lower than 20. Okay, I'll help you out even more. It's less than 10. But it's higher than 2. Okay, it's higher than 4. So it's between 10 and 4. Now, the reason I decided to come up and do a little bit of research on this is because, guys, you know it. Everywhere we go, hanging out with friends, family, media, on the street, people talk about a lot about interest rates, especially with the way the market has reacted the past couple of years. So it's more out of curiosity. I said, man, I wonder what it is, because people keep on complaining that interest rates are still too high. And I did it, guys, not only for myself, but also for my clients, to educate them. That's what I like to do with my clients, educate them, but I also did it for you. All of you guys that are looking to possibly make a move in real estate this year or the next couple of years, just to show you the importance of knowledge in real estate. Okay, now, hey guys, before I continue, Julian Gonzalez here with RSVP Real Estate. Thank you so much for tuning in. If at any point in this video you find it interesting, you kind of like it, greatly appreciate maybe throwing a little bit of like, maybe also subscribing. If you do so, I humbly thank you, because I know there's so many channels out there to kind of select from, right? So I thank you so much. And then down below, you can leave me a little comment, maybe suggestion for any future videos. Okay, now, again, we're just kind of obsessed with interest rates, right? You got to admit, everywhere you see, you turn the channel, interest rates are going up and you're down. It all has to do with the economy and what the Fed is doing. That's another word that we hear a lot. And it kind of tells you where we're going and where we've been. And speaking, let's do this. Let's start with a little bit of history. Now, the FHA, the Federal Housing Administration, was created back in 1934. Now, did you know that before that, only 1 in 10 Americans owned a home? Yeah, in fact, the only way you could really get a home during that time was either cash or a very short-term loan. The rest, everybody else was squeezed out. Everybody else was screwed. For lack of a better term, you're screwed to get a home. And then things started to change during the Great Depression, which was about 1929 to about 1941, 42, I think, around that time. So around that time, the 30-year fixed rate loan mortgage was created. And then right after World War II, it was perfected. And at that point, it gave everybody a chance to prosperity, become a homeowner, make monthly installments, create some wealth through, their equity in their home, and some great capital gains. So everybody was living the American dream. And again, that's the reason I'm coming up with these numbers, so hopefully they can help you make a decision of realizing your own American dream. Now, let's look at the chart that I just put together for you. Now, if you look, it all starts here. I'm going to start, remember, 50 years. We're going back 50 years to 1973. Interest rates, the average was at 8.04. Now, look at the right side of my screen. Last year, they're at 6.8. So from 6.8 to, again, the left side of the screen, 8.4 is only 2 points. I know you're saying, well, 2 points. Yes, I get it. Yes, you're right. 2 points, but it's actually not as far as you think it is, or it was back then. And then things in the 70s become really crummy in the late 70s, mid to late 70s, and then kind of peaked there in 1981. That sucks. 16.63%, guys. That's horrible. So when you start crying, you hear people cry that interest rates, my God, they're at 7%, creeping up at 8 or in the high 6s. Remind them of 1981, 16.63%. Then the change of administration started helping things out a lot. Things started going down. By the way, guys, here's a good number to throw at you in case you didn't know. In 1970s, started the 1970s, the median sales price of a home was $32,500. It's amazing, right? And then in the 80s, up here, we're going to stay up here, alarms were just going off, guys. Yeah, behind me. Yeah, but everybody was just alarmed because the average, the median sales price of a home was $63,700. Crazy, huh? So, which is the price of, I guess, a Tesla. In the 70s, it was the price of a car, Oh, wait, I don't even know how much a Tesla costs, but I'm going to say it's about that price. But anyways, and then things started going down with interest rates. Everything was looking great. In the 90s, the median sales price of a home was $63,700. So the nice, expensive car, that was the cost of a house, which again was not too long ago. Things were really going down. Then around here, then things were like getting worrisome. 2008, we all know that was a terrible year in the market, in the world economy. And then things continue to go down to 2012, 3.66%. I remember people saying, I don't think it's going to go lower than that. Well, they were wrong, as we all know. Down in 2016, it creeped down just 1.01%. And then 2018, things are going back up. People are freaking out. But little did we know, right? This is the golden child right here. 2021, 2.96. Wait a minute. Before I continue, if you don't know what the golden child is, a movie by Eddie Murphy, and it was a little golden kid, a very, I don't know, godlike kid that would float in the air. Anyway, so it's the golden kid right here, 2.96%. That is crazy. And that's what a lot of people, unfortunately, that's stuck in people's mind. People believe it's going to go back to that. I'm not no expert, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, guys. And then, of course, we know here in 2023, the average 30-year fixed rate loan mortgage was at 6.8%. So crazy numbers, but it's good to see a little bit of history, look back before looking forward to kind of once again get a little perspective of things where they were back then to they are right now. So here we go. I got your number. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you two numbers. Okay. So the 30-year fixed rate loan mortgage average the past 50 years is 7.9%. That's right, 7.9%. As of Thursday this past week, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, 30-year fixed rate loan mortgage, 6.6%. 7.9%, 6.6%. So a lot of you are saying, oh my gosh, Julian, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Again, put things in perspective. In fact, here's another great number to give you. Do you know what the average age of a first-time home buyer was just last year in 2023? 35. Okay, so somebody that was born in 1935, that would be 1988. The 30-year fixed rate loan mortgage average that year, 1988, was 10.34. Now, the reason I bring it up, guys, is because a lot of people are being squeezed out of the market are millennials and Generation Z. Now, 1988, let's go back, 1988 to 2023. We're talking about 35 years. The average 30-year fixed rate loan mortgage during that span of 35 years is 6.4%. Again, just last week, it was 6.6%. I hope what I've given you kind of helps you make a decision or help you navigate towards your real estate dream, guys. Because if you continue to wait for that number that you have in mind, I'm going to wait till interest rates at a certain point, just always keep in mind that home prices are not going to wait for you. Good luck.